Hey there, welcome back. This is Silversmithing 108, and this is going to be a short video where I'm going to introduce a few more tools that you're going to need in order to do the next tutorials, which we're going to be working with faceted stones. So let's get right to it. All right, the first thing you're going to want to pick up is a pair of digital calipers. These are pretty simple to use. This is the pair I own, and I've had this for quite a long time. It has an on-off button. Allows you to zero out the reading here at different sections. Has a set screw for locking it into a certain position. And it has a conversion from millimeters to decimal inches. So you'll want to pick up one of these so you can measure your faceted stones so you know how big they are and you'll know what size settings to order or how big to make things. Next, these are relatively inexpensive. These are called needle files, and they come in an assortment of different shapes. So the cross section of each of these is different. We have squares, rounds, ovals. There's another square. This one's kind of a fin shape. Some of these will have what are called safe edges on them. For example, this one here, the edges are not grooved, so you can file up against something. Here's one right here. This is my favorite. It has a ridge back with no grooves on it. And this one, this front side here, has a very fine. So these are really handy for getting into tight areas. You can probably pick up a set of these for less than $20. Next, you're going to want a loop. These are really useful for inspecting your work and getting a good view of what you're working on. A pair of tweezers. I like to have a couple different sets. This is a pair of locking tweezers here. Allows you to slide this forward, locks the jaws in place and open. And then a smaller set here, useful for picking up solder or small stones. You're also going to want some different types of burrs here. Now you don't need all of these. I just brought over my handy blocks here, but two sizes and types you're going to want for the next tutorial are going to be a 6.5 millimeter setting burr here. And these are basically in the same shape as a faceted gemstone with straight vertical sides. And these are great for creating seats for your gemstones. They come in full, half, and 0.1 millimeter sizes, and then 0.25 millimeter sizes for the larger ones. So I'm going to be working with a 1 carat or 6.5 millimeter stone in the next tutorial. So I have here a 6.5 millimeter setting burr. Also useful to have are going to be an assortment of drill bits. These come in a range of sizes, but I like to keep quite a variety on hand. So I'm going to suggest getting a 1 millimeter, a 1.5 millimeter, and a 2 millimeter to start with. Lastly, a setting burr or a heart burr. These here are also in the shapes of gemstones, but you can see that the top portion is tapered away, just like a faceted stone, towards the table. And these are useful for cutting seats. Here's another one here. They're used primarily in channel setting, flush setting, and creating seats in your prongs for gemstones. So a set of these is really handy to have. Lastly, some kind of magnification. Now I have here an optivisor. These come in different magnification levels. This is a 4. The other one I have is a 7. And the difference between these is the focal length between your viewpoint and the object you're looking at. So typically, the stronger the magnification, the closer you have to get to what you're looking at to work on it. So that's why I keep several different pairs around, some for just doing general work when I'm filing and hammering, and others for when I'm doing tighter in, closer detailed work. Now, obviously, there's a lot of different tools you can buy that are going to make your life a lot easier and your work a lot better. But don't worry about getting every tool you need at the moment. Just focus on the tools that you need to do this next few set of tutorials, which will be setting a faceted gemstone into a pair of prongs that's been mounted on a ring. And so the tools you have already, including your vise and the tools I've just mentioned, are going to be sufficient for this first job. So see you there.